What's going on? We back with the boxing clean. Let's enter that real boxing talk really quick. And we're talking about light heavyweight prospect, almost turned contender, Anthony Yarde. A lot of people believe that he's ready for world title level type stuff. And I would second guess that right now. I'm learning that he didn't have much of an amateur background. He's a late starter. He only been pro for 2 years. And he's definitely not ready to be on the world title level. Not saying that he doesn't have talent, but it's a lot of stuff that he hasn't went through. And he looks like a natural boxer, and you give him that. And I think he can be one of UK's biggest attractions. But give him time. Let him continue to fight on that domestic level for a couple more years. I don't know. What's the rush? The light heavyweight division is top heavy. Well, it's not top heavy. It's very top heavy with a lot of talent, but it's very leveled out right now. And he's 25 years old. You don't have to rush him. There's no rush to rush him. It's people out here, thinking that he's ready to compete with, the upper echelon, or at least the mid-level guys at light heavyweight. He's not ready for that yet. He needs to continue to hone his skills. Practice, get better, and that's nothing that he should be doing. That's stuff that he should be doing. Is getting better. 2 years pro and not a lot of amateur background. I don't think. Let him just continue to be the European champion, the British champion, whatever, the domestic champion over there, and build him up. I know he's knocking everybody out. He's looking spectacular, but let's calm down, chill out, and let him continue to be Anthony Yarde. Let him create an identity. Let him go through some adversity. Let him fight some durable guys. Because, to be honest, his resume right now, and he got a late start, so there's no disrespect. It looks as bad as Devin Haney's right now. He's 18 years old, and there's no disrespect. And Devin Haney is probably a better, boxer than him because he's been doing it his whole life. So it's supposed to look like that. But I think they should just move. Frank Warren should just move him slow. He should be realistic fighting for a world title at 28 years old. Because what's gonna happen is they move him too quick. The first guy, he fights that doesn't fear his power, that can take his power, and that can box. It's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an issue. So then when his power is not effective, and he's gonna get out boxing, and people gonna say, "Oh, he's another UK hype job." Let his team work with him out, shape him, mold him, continue to get him some durable opponents, and have him box. And teach him how to box. That brawling shit, that ain't gonna work. Ricky Hatton, it didn't work for Ricky Hatton. It worked for a while, but once Ricky Hatton got to a whole different type of level, a world title, a real world elite title level fight, he got outboxed, he got knocked out, he got beat. So let this dude, develop. Don't have him be like a Jeff Left Hook Lacey, relying on the power, just relying on being bigger and stronger, because eventually it's going to be somebody just as big and strong as you, more skilled than you, and they're going to be able to take you rounds. And then what he's going to do, he don't have that amateur pedigree. He's probably never been dropped in the gym, never been dropped in a fight, never been hurt. So when it happens, it's going to be a shock. He's going to be like, I can't believe it. His confidence is going to be shot and he's going to be done. Look no further than Harry Davies. Little amateur background, thought he was better than what he was. His confidence got broke. He quit. He didn't know what to do. He never been in those scenarios. He never been in those situations. So you have to mimic those situations in the gym, and hopefully you can mimic them in a fight with lower level guys, and then he can learn from there. Rushing these guys into professional level, it's a reason why guys go through the amateur level. Like Shane Mosley Jr. You can't just pop up, I want to box one day and be great. It doesn't work like that. Have to work at it. Repetition. We gone.